Good morning, guys. This is episode 3 of Crash 4. It's about time. This is Zeta, your host. I'm gonna say a couple posts real quick since we're gonna get started. If you guys want to catch more Crash 4 every Thursday and Friday on the format, every Thursday and Friday, be sure to hit that like button. If you guys are not new in the chat, if you guys are new, hit that red support button. Guys are coming in from the chat. If there's anybody else in the chat that does also have a Twitter and a Discord, you can do so by following me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment as good as you can, and see if we can look upon it. Well, we watch our videos in full, like them in full, so you guys can see we unlock a couple other things. That would be the Monosopus Erectus Series Upgrade and the 360 No Scope. So I think we're gonna go with this one right here. If you guys also want to vote for the idol, it lands at 29, greatest summon at 12. Alright, let's see what we got going on. I think we're gonna try to control Coco on this one. I'm gonna get back to the hit the road on this one to see how we can let out a good stratosphere on this one. But we were starting off really good last night, so see what happens so far this morning. Lands at 29, greatest summon at 12. If you guys want to vote. I think we also have a little bit more IZN news so far today, and we try to jump on that as good as we can, and hopefully for a couple of good conclusions. So how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are well, staying safe, and I guess it was more sewing. So last episode we so first, this is actually the very first time that we played as Coco, the sister of Crash, and gotta tell you, the style between this is still really good. So we actually started with 14 likes yesterday, and you know, thought I was gonna get 14, but at least it only sprung down to 12 a little bit, so gosh dang it. But other than that, so far the rest on the plate so far today, guys, will be, all I have to do today is only 12 to 8, and then I'm off tomorrow. So so tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a new episode of baseball in the morning, and then I will be doing a new episode of Tsuzima. Because all my pun's doing is going out for supper, that's it. 2 out of 2 boxes. But yeah, we don't have very much with IZN News, especially with Robert Downey Jr. So we're gonna jump on that a little bit later on today, so. Okay, let's go up here. Very good. But yeah, you guys were really good last night. Even though I was at 1581, only lost 4 supporters. This is actually not a bad of thing to implicate. Okay, there we go. Try to go up here. Grab this box as good as we can. Yeah, it was also really nice that my old friend back in the time being, it was my good buddy Ryplay came back. My pun came in the chat afterwards. Look out for the fire. Yeah, my buddy Ryplay was in the chat. Hold on. Hold on, guys. But other than that, Ryplay was in the chat after a while, and also, come on. Besides, we already tried to maneuver a couple of these things already. But other than that, Ryplay was in the chat. Yeah, Ryplay was in the chat. My buddy Potts was in the chat because he told me that the office was a little more busy, tiring, and I was making sure I wasn't sure if he was trying to stay safe or not. But it's been okay. Morning, Lexi, how you doing? What's up, Rose? How you doing? Let's see if we can match almost the same pair from last night. I am down to 1577, so I only lost 4 supporters so far today, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm also been trying to see if I can finally get through this level as good as I can. But how are you guys this morning? Anything interesting? Or not really? Ouch. No more of the stupid water back there. But how you been today, Rose? Good to see you. Lexi, it's been a while. It has. I'm a little bit tired, but I can't complain. But work last night, work yesterday was tiring, and get some of the stuff done since you know, I had to bring. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a couple of carryouts, but apparently my walkie at this point was dead afterwards, and you know, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do one or not. But yeah, guys, like I said, and also on the slab for tomorrow, since I have a new record on Google Play, I will be with, what do you call it, the Fright Power Hour over there on Twitch, with, my good, loving brother, Brother Ghastly, Drunkle. Like, no, Drunkle is gonna be in the, what do you call it, the after party, so I think I might jump that on the evening too. So that's not gonna be until tomorrow. So we'll get to that in just a second. If you guys also want to also come up here, that are in the chat this morning, you guys want me to drop your channel link, let me know, so we can actually help you guys grow from zombie gaming and see what kind of refreshing we can make. See how that's going to go. Sam's just a little tired. How you been today, Rose? It's been a little while. But yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see Lexi back. So, Lexi, have you been staying safe so far this week, or so far today, perhaps? Or how's that going? All right. Let's go ahead and grab this. Actually, we still know what we're doing since, yeah, the graphics of this game still look good. As is almost a different platform, and I still haven't thought of a date when GameStop's gonna be in that mix, but to set out 7 remake, but I do know 95% of the time I should be back on the 29th for that, so. But other than that, also my opponent and I have also been together for Trouble too, and you know, it went quite well, and it was a good romantic afternoon, and she was hoping I was gonna come by in the evening, and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm like, the afternoon seems a little bit enough afterwards so far today, and you know, and for those of you that do know zombie, a lot of you guys do not know, Rose could pretty much have a catapult to that. Get zombie gaming's the best of all time. As always, he enjoys playing. I mean, he's more of a Resident Evil fan. So the only games I've always seen him play is, what do you call it? He enjoys playing Dying Light. He enjoys playing Resident Evil Revelations. Which I still think him and Becca with an LOL moment. But the fact that I still think him and Becca still make a bit of a couple, especially with my sister Phoenix Risen. I mean, I was gonna jump in last night, but apparently I did speak with her outside the video, outside the chat, and you know, I'm like, I was gonna be in the chat last night, but I mean, I was going to, but you know, I was tired without any foods and beliefs, and some couple other things too. But yeah, Rose Nason was in the chat last night. She actually dropped her link. Lexi, do you have my love followed? Or not exactly. I'm gonna drop her channel link again. So with 4 likes, not bad, not bad. But yeah, yeah, my plan is pretty much, she told me to take my solitary time because I'm gonna be coming over to my opponent's place in another couple of weeks because, and that will be on the 29th. By the time I pick up White Sox Legion, but not only I have that off, guys, I also have the 30th and 31st with the second season of The Mandalorian's coming in soon, and that's actually the same time on the 30th. I don't think I'm gonna. I for one am not doing Friday the 13th because my opponent would still kill me. That would be for sure. So, okay, where were we? How you been today, Raz? I didn't see you come in the chat. What's up, bad boy? How you doing? Oh, good. So do you have it supported or not really? Bad boy, you have my opponent supported, correct? But I will say too. I mean, I will say that at least we're actually getting into the weekend. Thank goodness, hallelujah. We finally are. Oh, gosh dang it. That's it. That's exactly what we did last time. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my left link real quick. But yeah, okay, there we go. There we go, guys. She's at 34. This is actually her first ever record. She's only 6 away from kissing up with one of her roommates. So she's actually at 40 because she lost one supporter, and I'm like, that's her problem, not the King's problem on that. So, ouch. But my point is trying to get up to 200 by the end of this year, supporters. Which I've only lost 4 throughout after this morning, so I don't expect to lose any more. So my former record is 1581. We have Zombie. You know, like I said, our buddy Zombie Gaming. He enjoys, like I said, he enjoys playing State of Decay 2. He's a big fan of Resident Evil. And I usually sometimes see him play Call of Duty Zombies every now and then. Can you guys hear? Ways is really not much more specific, actually. Hope we all get to 400. Well, Lexi, have you thought about? Well, I was mentioning Pars a little bit last night. I was wondering if he would have said something about if he wanted to grill with Zombie. Oh, nice. How was shopping, by the way, buddy? Shopping's another good thing too. I mean, shopping is also a good thing for shopping. I mean, for anything, for any necessities, good stuff, good food, anything that's more, anything for sure. But I will drop your link too, Lexi. Hold on a second. IZN News will be in just a little bit. But as long as we're always safe, guys, that's actually always the important thing. I'm thinking that maybe I would have to put it capitalized. Okay, there we go. Next to the E, X, and I. Oh, never mind. What's up, TJ? How you doing? Welcome to the chat from Zombie Gaming. But yeah, we cannot go wrong with shopping either. I mean, I do a little bit of shopping every now and then. Thank you, Lexi, for trying to make that production. Very good. But you know what would be really nice, guys? If this game were to get something good. A little bit tired, but at least all I have to do is work 12 to 8 today, so this is actually not a terrible idea, since I'm not going to be alone afterwards, and, you know, keep everything emotional. But I gotta tell you guys, Vankuski, nice. But you know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm still thinking maybe The Last of Us 2 wins Game of the Year. You guys will have a new episode of that this Monday. Tomorrow morning is baseball and new episode of Ghost of Tsushima. Oh crap! What is that? Looks like Ensign wants to run us over with his mechanical engine. So what's he been up to today, TJ, excuse me? Yeah, Zombie is the best of all time, you know, he's Since I did check what time he's going live, he's gonna be on around 1 o'clock, so I might jump in on my first break and see what happens. I also did have a little chat with my sister Phoenix. What's the other sisters are back there, which is my sister Phoenix. Fencing Rose, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know I have my sister Siren. And Queen Mercury. Now those guys are really nice. Really nice. Really nice. So, it's really not much complain or authorize. But, and then I go back Sunday from 8 to 5, so the only time I'll have is what do you call it? The Tsuzima. So I'm thinking the Tsuzima could win too. But if I would have picked just one game that's going to win, I still think it's going to be the Tsuzima or The Last of Us 2, because if Zoe never would have died, he would have done something protected between her and Ellie. Him and Ellie at this point, so I don't know, maybe. I think it may still win, but I'm not positive. Okay, we'll get about 159 out of 168. I will take care of that. 6 likes, awesome guys. Can we get 8 from last night? We had about 12 to 14. Can we get 8? Alright, Isaiah News will be in just a minute. If you guys also want me to drop your channel link in the chat to help you guys grow from zombie gaming, let me know. You guys can vote for the idol. Lands at 29, greatest summon at 12. TJ and Lexi, you voted. Bad Boy, I don't think you have. Since it lands up 29 to 12 by 17 over the Great Soman. You guys can also find me on Discord. You guys can tell me your first and last name information on Twitter, so we can actually follow each other. And see what we can gather. Oh, there you go. Like I said, this is actually what zombie gaming is built to do. You know, he has a lot of respect. I do love my buddy for what he does, and you know, he's the best of all time, more than anything. But when we're with zombie gaming, guys, we don't fool around. We drop our channel link, smash that like button, hit that red support button, leave a good, nice, gentle comment, honest comment, and you know, see what we can actually provide at this point too. But yeah, but the thing about time trials, guys, even though they're pretty much not that bad. Lexi, can you drop your channel for me in the chat? Can you drop your channel in the chat? Gosh dang it. Okay, guys, let's get down to it. There's an article 9 hours ago, and that would be one of the 5 games that are up for Game of the Year, and that is Ghost of Tsushima. As they actually have the next update, well, as this next update, I think it's very interesting that it's going to let you pet dogs and turn them into good guys, aka allies. Now the thing about that, I mean, they go Bad Boy. Like I said, anytime you guys want me to drop your channel link and want to come up here, let me know. I'm pretty sure it might, Lexi. I mean, I wouldn't say why not, but I mean, that's the best way to do it, you know. Very good. But yeah, you go with 400, so I don't know if Pars is going to be jumping in with Zombie. I'm pretty sure he may or may not know who that is, but it would be nice if he did, but it all depends. Let me double check this. Long article, but I still, like I said, guys, I still think. Yeah, exactly. I mean, anytime when I lose a couple of supporters, sometimes I think it's all just because of dead accounts, stupid dead accounts for the entire damn thing. But you know, dead accounts, patronage or something like that. But you know. But with this new update for the Tsushima, inspired by Assassin's Creed, is going to allow us to pets at this point, have dogs at this point, have allies. And I think it's going to be interesting because... And I also don't know when, what do you call it? I don't know when Borderlands 3 is coming back. I mean, I'm hinting it might soon. But I don't know if I'm going to try to dig down deep in the edge of glory for that, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and see if I can make its return. Besides, Spider-Man Miles Morales is still on that list that I'm buying first, and then Demon Souls. And I think maybe, since I do like Assassin's Creed, I think Assassin's Creed Valhalla can wait. Because I haven't played anything on Demon Souls. Bad Boy, you looked at some of that from the PS5 event, correct? Have we or have we not? I mean, Demon Souls was out back in 2010, back in the time being, instead of falling from the sky, and I'm thinking Demon Souls is gonna do quite well. I mean, I'm not saying it's to be bad, but I think it's gonna be really good this year. I mean, for next year. Prior to the other stuff combined, and you know. And I also did watch a new episode of The Weakest Link last night. I mean, I didn't catch the last of it, of the new episode, and yeah, everybody knows what The Weakest Link is. So, it's that, I mean, the first time The Weakest Link was out, it was back in the early 2000s. We're not going to deal with this time trial. But yeah, it's been around for a long time. Thank you, Bad Boy. Like I said, stay connected from Zombie Gaming under the group, and stay connected. Don't let anybody take any dead accounts on that. We also have some stuff that have already came out so far today, and that is in theaters. We've got Yellow Rose. Let's go ahead and do Stage Dive. Like I said, this Outlook is also from Crash 1, so even though the graphics are, besides, the graphics are still real good. Real good. On demand, that's at 7 out of 10 this week. Is The Hunting of Bly Manor. Also for Switch, PC, PS4, and Xbox One is The Survivalist, same with Ben 10 Power Trip. And also for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, part of my dad's 50th birthday. Happy birthday to my good father at this point. Keep up good work as we speak. There's also FIFA 21. Alright guys, we'll take it on Ensign. This is not going to be easy. Ow. So this fight is not going to be easy. Oh, we have to hit the speakers, okay. I don't think it's going to be a problem if I do this. Oh, ow, ooh. Look out, guys. We may have something to hint with. And even though Ensign is not the same, so Ensign's really... Oh, there's one. There's one. He said no Bandicoots on the drums. Oh. Look out, guys. Oh, ouch. There's also an article about Silent Hill in the past, and, gosh dang it. Even though I do control Coco every now and then. It's just not bad of a character. Damn it. Come on. She's not, really. Sorry, hold on. There's also some other stuff from today as well. Okay, I don't understand how we're gonna really dodge it now. Damn, come on. Is there a way to dodge one of these guys? I mean, spin one of these? Probably not. Alright. Amazon Prime Day of this year. Tell you what, can we go back to the time trials again? I don't know how we're gonna be able to beat Ensign in the first 4. Marvel's Avengers. Boss confident. It is confident that players will return to the game after the new content arrives. But yeah, Avengers still did not do well. I for one have no plans buying it. But have any of you in the chat looked into that? Of how a little bit awful Avengers is? I mean, I only saw it a 6 out of 10 between the other. We're gonna jump on. Hold on a second here. PCS? I don't think so. Not a big fan. Go ahead and jump on one of these real quick. This is actually our very first flashback too. But yeah, my friend and I we were talking a little bit last night, and even though she can't wait that long, but I'm like, I just think we just need a huge amount of break to, you know, take a chance without anything else. So I have decided I'm gonna be with my friend on the 29th in a couple weeks. Besides, she has a meeting on the 19th for a job at Walmart, so she's still real excited to get back into the money business. So besides, Sydney, she's still looking at some good money for the for my PS4, excuse me. Okay, here's a couple of interesting articles today, guys. Robert Downey Jr. wants Sherlock Holmes 3 to have a spin into the cinematic universe. And what does that mean about that? Well, Robert Downey Jr. has been the only one playing as Iron Man, so I can see where I can almost see this going for sure. I mean, you guys can tell me right now from you guys in the chat from Zombie's group that of how long Robert Downey Jr. has been playing him. Hold on a second. I'll read the chat in a second. Hold on. I'm gonna cross these good old boxes real quick. Hold on. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Ah, gosh dang it, sorry. I'm gonna head out, but I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good morning, Lexi. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow morning with baseball. But Bad Boy, what are your thoughts on what do you call it, on Avengers? I mean, I don't think Avengers, I mean, in my honest opinion, from what I think. You too, Lexi, be careful. Stay safe out there. But from what I'm thinking, I think, you know, if it comes anything behind the lines for sure. I mean, Avengers may get some a little bit small, but, you know, I don't see it winning Game of the Year at all, you know. I mean, no game deserves Game of the Year. If the score is not gonna do, if it's not gonna do that good, you know. I mean, yes, Avengers is okay, but that's just not gonna win anything. I mean, if it does, it may do combat or something, but we can actually just give it to, besides, we can just give it to, Mortal Kombat Aftermath or something. Ghostbusters is not going to win any set on that either, but if it comes down to it, the only 5 games that do have a chance, that I know for sure, that we should know for certain today, guys, is The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Watch Dogs Legion is a maybe. Because I'm hoping Watch Dogs Legion can do very well. Besides, it's one of my last 2 games that's out for pre-order right now. Until I buy the PS5, so if I'm thinking there's a different slight chance, maybe the Tsushima wins. But you look at a couple of these good games, guys. I mean, Doom Eternal did quite well. I'm telling you. Doom Eternal did quite well if my ass was not stuck. I mean, the graphics were real good. They were sharp. You know, I didn't feel like there was any more confidence built on it. But, you know, the game itself was fine, for the most part. As you guys may know, there's also just a piece of Cyberpunk 2077's Japanese script, as it is basically the size of a coffee table. Size of a coffee table. I mean, the only people that I've seen playing a sport like that, you know... Well, here's the thing. I mean, Spider-Man Miles Morales might be a little too early. I mean, Cyberpunk might be... I mean, I haven't decided if Cyberpunk's going to win. I mean, we don't know if Animal Crossing's going to win. I mean, in my personal interest, I'm hoping Cobra Kai to do very well, too. Because Watch Dogs Legion's not gonna win a rat's ass for anything. Besides, Cobra Kai, I think Cobra Kai is gonna do quite well. But quite a little bit at this point. If I had to make a solitary guess right now, because, you know, if everybody that knows Cobra Kai, you can ask Dopest. Only Dopest about that. Besides, he knows what Cobra Kai is. He's a big fan of it. Between that and Miyagi-Do, okay, lost one supporter. That's fine. So I lost about 5. That's okay. Zombies going live around 1. So was that 1581 now to 1581? I mean, it's 1576. That's fine. It's all about having dead accounts, but yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you see Cobra Kai getting some good stuff going? Even though it's a beat-em-up game, bad boy, or not really? But like I said, Fast and Furious is not going anywhere. That game looks a little more not good at all either. Besides, that game's definitely not going to win. I mean, if I had to make a guess, like I said, I think it's going to be one of 2. Okay, I still think it's going to be one of 2. I think Watch Dogs Legion might win. Okay, Bad Boy in the chat says, I'd say The Last of Us, New Spider-Man, or Watch Dogs Legion. Well, I think those games do have a good chance, but no matter what happens with The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us 2 cannot set out to Tsushima. It cannot set out to Tsushima, but this is actually my goodest honest opinion right now. Besides, if the Tsushima wins, that'll be interesting. But we also have to look at Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, buddy. I don't know how that's going to roll out. I mean, I'm not going back to the series anytime soon. I mean, I do know we're getting Remake Part 2 by next year, but I don't know. I would say probably not. Besides, I don't have that much of a genius plan. I am maybe still thinking about. I mean, I'm still thinking about it. If I want to bring Borderlands 3 back. I mean, here's the thing. Borderlands 3 could maybe be on that list. Maybe. But I've already had the game for only over 11 months in the past. But I traded that game in out of greatness that I took, since I did have it since the 13th of September. So, I don't know. But either way, guys, I've said this earlier, I'll say it again. If I'm thinking who I want to win, I'm gonna go to Tsushima. If I'm thinking who I think is going to win of their booking, it's going to be The Last of Us 2, because I don't see Final Fantasy VII coming close to The Last of Us 2 and the Tsushima by far. But time is going to tell once we get to the Game of the Year awards. You know, it's going to time tell. It's not going to backfire. Gosh dang it. But it all depends. I mean, any game is up for a great reward opportunity too. I mean, the way I look at Doom Eternal, that may have some sort of good potential, but it all depends how the fan base is going to go, the graphics, the gameplay is going to go too, and you know, and see how much time they actually put in. That's for sure. But it all depends, guys. If there's anything that's more genuine or heroic, maybe The Last of Us 2 wins. Or the Tsushima. It's just that there's only some good options that are in the mix. But you guys let me know if you guys have a honest comment in the chat. I mean, yeah, I think it might be between those two for sure. I think the Tsushima or The Last of Us 2 is going to win. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Final Fantasy VII Remake's going to go. I mean, Part 2's not coming out till next year for PS5, Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One at this point either. And there's also no way in heaven that 7 Remake's not going to the Switch. Absolutely not. I mean, that game's not going anywhere to Nintendo at all. I don't think so. But like I said, if it comes down to a couple of games, I'm thinking the Tsushima that's been inspired by Assassin's Creed, I think that's going to win. The Last of Us 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and maybe Watch Dogs Legion. But besides the fact with Spider-Man's going to be coming out with what do you call it? Remastered from the PS4. But that's coming out on the PS5 soon. As far as Astro Playroom goes, I've never played any sit on that. But I do know what it is. I know exactly what it is. So the first time it's ever came out, it was back in oh crap. But you know guys, it's going to be very lucky to see how that's going to play out, but we just have to wait and see for sure how that's going to jump right in. That's pretty much not a second guess, but only a first and second one for sure. If it comes down to it with compatibility, fan base, gameplay, gosh dang it. I mean, I just think The Last of Us 2 and the Tsushima are the only top good candidates right now that are up for Game of the Year. But Bad Boy, you're right, my man. You're right about that. I mean, I just think those are the only 2 out of 5 that I'm thinking right now that has a big chance, a real good chance of winning Game of the Year. But I just don't know if I just don't know if Star Wars is going to be in there or not. I would say maybe, but all of us already know outside of in the chat from Zombie Gaming that we don't think Star Wars is going to win. It's too hard to tell at all. It's too hard to tell. It's too hard to make for sure. Can we get it? Come on, come on. Yes, we got it. Nice pickup. We finally completed our first one, guys. Wow. Okay, let me jump onto this. Okay, guys, according to those scribbles this morning, I do want to bring something into the table. If you guys wanted a visual representation of quite how much the voice dialogue there'll be in Cyberpunk on November 19th, then look no further than a section of a Japanese script, which is not to find a point on it massive. But here's the thing about this one, guys. To celebrate the game going gold, if you guys have not heard or may heard, is the fact with that is CD Projekt Red's Japanese localization manager Yuki Nacino sold off what he says is thus a part of Cyberpunk dub script, making up the 4 stacks of paper that each look to be 2 or more feet tall. And that's actually coming out of him from Twitter. Okay, can we read Battle Engine again? Go back to stage dive. But it is not clear how much of the script of the section makes up at the same point. But it will be more than clear that there's going to be a lot of voice dialogue in the course of the long-awaited RPG. But at one point, the sheer size of that script seems to have meant some expected languages weren't going to be added. As you guys may know, last year, the developer announced that it wouldn't be able to add any voiceover of Korean. However, to celebrate Hangul Day, aka from the Korean Alphabet Day, it's actually what it's pronounced as a kind of another thing too. And I see what they're actually getting at, you know, of why they could not even add Korean language. I mean, I don't speak Korean. I speak a little bit of Spanish every now and then. Mexican, no. As founder Marcin Awinski pretty much has something to say beyond that predicament. And okay, can we get him? Yes, we can. That he revealed that the studio is pretty much out of another pixel on that, guys. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what we need to do. Look out, look out. Ah. As a voiceover pack will be for free at the last month of this year, 2020. So you guys can keep your eye out for that. And yes, Cyberpunk is actually an RPG, so but other than that, I think it's gonna be interesting how Korean that's not added, but I always go with English subtitles between that are on, not off actually. So let's see how that's going to go. Besides, Cyberpunk is my last pre-order for the PS4, so as soon as my phone comes up with a good amount of money, so get my console. Besides, I'm still buying the PS5, still working out with that set, like it or not. We also have another article too. Ah, crap. Maybe I just switch the crash real quick. It's also an ultimate pre-order guide of the complete. Check this out, guys. Of the complete of Mortal Kombat 11. And if you guys have not already heard that, in case you may or may not haven't heard, there's gonna be Rambo, aka Sylvester Stallone, coming in. So I think it'll be good. We also have a couple other things for Coco. We've got the same thing, Eratus, Sirius, and 360. I think I'm gonna go 360 for Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia is a new Steam and Twitch sensation. Let me jump on that real quick, guys. Let me go ahead and switch the crash. Okay, guys, according to those Squeeballs today, Phasmophobia has arrived on Steam Early Access in just 4 weeks ago, and has already hit the heights of the most played games on Steam. Even though I don't get on Steam, I actually know what that is too. And in the top 5 most streamed games that were on Twitch in of the month of last week. A co-op ghost hunting game, playable across the VR system and non-VR, that mixes puzzle solving, and jump scares. Phasmophobias. That game's been picking up some transaction among streamers and YouTubers, and has also phoned up Steam's most played sites throughout last week. And since it's actually in the top 5, I'm a little bit impressed. I mean, I don't have a Steam account, but you know, that's another thing too. But at the time of writing, guys, according to Steam sites about this game, about that game for sure, I'm not 100% sure if it's a little more accomplished the same way. That the game hit an all-time peak of concurrent players on October 8th of a good sizable amount. 70,000, check this out guys, 70,195. Now that record has been broken every day throughout last week. And I have to tell you guys, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good coming out of Steam. If we look at a good, outstanding game like that has good co-op at this point, I'll be down in a little bit. But that's another thing too, guys. I mean, if we look at a game from Steam, I mean, you know, but if it's co-op, it's something a little more different between the other. But it's anything else for another thing for sure. But I mean, I do know Wheel of Fortune's on Steam, but I don't think the Five Supremacy has been jump into that. And I think Jeopardy's also been in that, some of the other occasions too. But I do know there's a lot of games that are in the Steam, that are on Steam. There's like over a buttload of 1,000 or more than that, I would assume. Outs. And it was also a trend, and it also did tend that we can expect to see continue across the weekend for the time being. Now that success is likely connected to the game's increasing popularity on Twitch. And also, according to Twitch tracker, Phasmophobia has been the 5th most streamed game in the last week, as they beat out a couple investments. That'll be Fortnite, FIFA 21, that's been out so far today, and Counter-Strike on that way. So the thing on that, guys, I think it's a little more outstanding. Even though I haven't heard of the game, but, you know, but at least it's actually placed in the top 5, the way I see it. But if we want to look at some good stuff on that, I mean, you look at different investments besides it has the good graphics, the fan base, the gameplay intact, and, you know, instead of falling from that from the sky, too. So, see how that's going to be in for sure. See if there's any more news today. If not, I'll probably look at it when I'm on the clock, when I'm on my first break. So we can actually discuss some of it tomorrow morning, as we can. Gosh dang it. Since there's no extra news till so far, hold on a second. I'm trying to dodge this piece of shit too, guys. Hold on. Yeah, these red ones are a little more higher, so these are pretty much a platform. Pretty much the you also have red and green. Actually, the red ones are actually higher. So you guys can see yourselves. News. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here, guys. So, we're taking on Ensign. He's actually on top of that, robot thing that he has on top of it. And, you know, even though it does look a little bit unique. I mean, I've knocked out Ensign plenty of times, and, a couple of different Crash games besides Knights of the Cart. But, you know, the first time I faced Ensign was back in the very first one. But then in the second one, it was kind of like a not bad of a battle afterwards. Since we actually got a little more smarter than we can get. Okay, nice pickup. Can we get a second damage on him? If we can, guys. If we can. So get about 6 likes, can we get 8? Let me know in the chat. Can go up here, go up here. Nice. Yes, got him. Well, we still have to hit 2 more on this creep, guys. Look out, look out. Whoa. Oh boy. Never mind. We Yeah, the graphics of this game are still out of this world. So an 8 out of 10 with Star Wars. But Star Wars and Crash 4 are different, or even different top notch at this point. So, but it all depends. It really all depends if this may or may not have the extra accuracy, especially with 8 or 9 letters. But other than that, we'll see how that's going to go. But if I'm still thinking it may come down to the Tsushima, The Last of Us 2 between, to be honest on that. But the only damn problem and the saddest story, part of that franchise. I mean, part of that game for sure. I mean, the story is good. The story, the gameplay, and the graphics are really good. But it's just really an understanding point to that theory of why Abby did what she did to Joel at this point. So, what's brought fans upset, crying to anything, to any part of it. Like I said, I nearly fucking lost it. I pretty much lost it when I got done after my 69th episode of Final Fantasy VIII Remake. And I did not cry at the last of that part with, when Joel died. And Joel got killed by Abby and a couple of her men, so I mean, some of you guys have seen it happen. It's actually the very first time I looked into it, but, you know. I mean, Joel is one of those great characters inside of the Last of Us franchise. And trust me, same with Tom Holland, he's gonna do quite well in, in Uncharted. But Uncharted's not coming out till next year. The movie itself, guys. That's what I'm actually getting at. The Batman's coming out in a couple years, and like I said, I still believe I have looked at some of the delays. The Batman, No Time to Die with James Bond. Besides, as far as Mel Gibson goes, he does not play James Bond. The only few that we know for sure is Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig, and Adam West, no. John Wayne, no. I'm trying to think there's one more that was added. I mean, James Bond started back in the 1970s. Batman movies started beginning way before they actually made a little more Batman movies. Back when it became a animated series back then. Mae West was the first one to do it, so it was him, Michael Keaton, then Val Kilmer, then George Clooney, then Christian Bale. I actually know these names in order. And then you had Ben Affleck, and oh crap. And actually, before Ben Affleck and the other two, there's also been Kevin Conroy. Yeah, Kevin Conroy knows his good decency, knows his respect in his role as Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. And then, very near in the future, guys, in a couple years, we're gonna be looking at Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson as Batman. So, I think he's gonna do good. I'm not saying he's gonna do terrible, but you know, I mean, ever since Tobey Maguire started as Spider-Man the first time, I think he did a good job. Back when Stan Lee was in a couple of good scenes, when he said "Nuff said," and ever since Spider-Man got the key to the city back then, at this point in time when he recently rescued on top of that building of Gwen Stacy back then. But Mel Gibson was not in that mix. You know. But it's actually... So I give this worth saving. You can pretty much save their ass at this point from harm. But when it comes to crimes, I'll be looking at some of the crimes on... on Spider-Man. Spider-Man Miles Morales. But I have been covering some good stuff back when I used to play Spider-Man for PS4. That game was really good. And I'm a little more excited how Miles Morales the story of that's going to be behind it. I do know some of the comparison between the PS4 and PS5 with Peter Parker or somebody else, but I do know it was either him or Harry. But I have to tell you, the comparisons are neat. The graphics are going to be real good. Same with Watch Dogs Legion. It's one of my last 2 pre-orders so far today, and what do you call it? Demon's Souls, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to do very good. Besides, Assassin's Creed's been out since the early 2000s. Same with Uncharted. Uncharted's been out since 04 or 05 back then. So, besides, I don't think there's another personal guess afterwards. You know, I mean, I do know, to any sources at all, I think it'll do quite well. With Tom Holland, I think he's going to do a good job. As Nathan Drake. Ah, gosh dang it. Alright, let's go back and do it again, guys. Since Ensign is always a good genius, he has that robot left eye, and he also can see in his human right eye, so. But the only few that's always voiced him, voiced Ensign, Ooga and Cortex is the one and only Clancy Brown, so, you know. Remember, he's known for having to do a really good job with the popularity, maintaining no society on that, but, you know. Besides, Ensign is not voiced by him in this investment, so he is not. But Clancy Brown did a real good job, though. To a lot of respect that I give for him. That anybody that's ever stood by him and went with him. So, if you know it's not underwhelming or anything else prior to it. Morning, Pars, how you doing? How's your sleep today? How about us talking about Clancy Brown? Clancy Brown that did very well as a couple of the Crash Bandicoot characters. And no, guys, he did not voice Crash, so that's actually another predicament right there. And so far today, I lost 5 supporters, so I'm gonna be with Zombie a little later. Oh, you had a headache day? Wow. What's going on with that? Well, you're at in the evening, buddy. What happened? But I can't complain. Work yesterday was not bad. Besides, I'm still liking my set schedule quite well, very much at this point, and still getting 3 days off every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, and you know, and also every Saturday. So all I have to do today is only 12 to 8, and the reason why they've the reason why they've been added to, what do you call it, 11:30 to 8 is because the schedule did not get fixed that month. Got about 8 likes. Can we get 10? We were doing very well last night. Can we do it again? If not, it's more pride to anything. But I know you guys have. I know a lot of you guys have my point followed on YouTube. She's at 34. She's only trailed by 6 by one of her roommates in the back. So she did lose 1 supporter this week, which I'm not gonna really drop her channel either. Not even close. If she wants to get her channel up there, she's gonna find out her idea on her own, not the king. I mean, not me, for example. I buy a spot every 3 years, every week at Walmart, and pretty soon, guys, my point will be my maintenance person to do janitorial. Now I think it's gonna do good. She's gonna do good. She's gonna do fantastic the way I'm there in spirit, and see how that's going to go. Oh, nice. So well, was it a little more busy at the office today? Or not exactly? I mean, I've never worked at an office since it's prior to the goodness and anything else, but you know, whatever it could be, whatever. But But yeah, we've been stuck with Ensign for a little while. I mean, Ensign is a powerful human being. Robot, human being. But he is a good additional character, though, in the Crash series. But yeah, Clancy Brown did quite well with him afterwards. But it all depends. Well, you know what they say, amount of work still gets you some good money, you know. Office work, maintenance work, the job that I'm doing, you know, brings some good pressure. And that is amazing. The office pressure keeps rising and infinite amount of work. But did you have a couple things to eat when you were down there earlier today, or not really? I mean, it's also good to have some good stuff. I also did mention last episode that I have had some healthy salads for a long time, but I have to stop having them. But would I ever get back to salads soon? I probably will, but I also had a good jalapeno black olive pizza from Subway last night, so, I mean, yesterday. Come on. Could we at least get Ensign out of here a little bit, please? I mean, he has a good character that's powerful with his mechanic stuff, but at least I don't see Donnie from Ted 2 making maintenance. He's also a good funny actor too. Besides, he didn't join Mel Gibson either. I mean, you look at Danny Glover from Predator 2, so I don't know. So, Paz, what do you think? Do you think the only 2 out of 5 is going to win Game of the Year? And the games that Bad Boy was in earlier today, what do you call it? D-Game S treatment. Oh boy. What's up, Z-Games? How you doing? What is that? Pause, can you look under that, please? Out of my 71 moderators, please. Cause I knew my girl Rose Nason doesn't do it. Or Rose Garten. Yeah, I really don't know what those quotation marks are. At all, I don't. But I know it's pretty much a couple of them. I don't know. Well, I did read an article earlier today that there was a game that I read earlier this morning that was actually in the top 5 on Steam. And I would assume the co-op's been good at this point, but I'm so liking my goodest format that I created. Doing 5 instead of 6, trying to be 2 out of 5, taking my time, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I voted for Zinza Impact, free game, really beautiful graphics. Oh, it's on PC or PlayStation? Well, here's the thing, is it an RPG or not really? I mean, I'm always forevermore favorite RPG person. They're right down my alley. Because the next Final Fantasy game I'm buying is Final Fantasy 16 by next year. For the PS5, so. And I think it's only released for the PS5 and PC. Yes! Get that stupid speaker out of there. Perfect. Tehran 1. Can be a little, what do you mean, the game? Zombie Gaming, right? I mean, are you from Zombie? Or not really? Paz, can you look at what he's saying, please? I mean, I'm trying to have a little focus on these new platforms. Hold on. I mean, the platforms are a little more unique, but okay. Come on. I'm gonna have a little breakfast after I'm done with this too, guys. Hold on. Try to do an hour and a half of this. Damn it. Well, we'll get back to him in just a second. Besides, this intensity is already getting a little more ahead. To run 1. But yeah, I've never played Genshin Impact, but I've heard a couple of good things about it, but, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe, did we get the time trial for that one? No, we did not. Okay. Can we at least get something good out of it? See if there's almost something good or interesting for it. Okay, we're definitely gonna skip that. Besides, the graphics continue to do quite well. Continues to have not much of polish, hold up. But other than that, 8 out of 10 between that and between this and Star Wars. Well, thank you, sizable animal. Paz says Genshin Impact is on mobile, PC as well, PlayStation. Download it if it's a possibility. I'll probably jump into that if I have the time or I get the chance. But it doesn't get there what I'm getting on. But it all depends. But did you look at the graphics for what do you call it? For Final Fantasy 16 parts? Or not really? I mean, the graphics look really nice. They look so nice. And I am buying that game for PS5, so that's gonna be out of this world. If it were to get Game of the Year, that's a tough one, because we don't know what the other few games that are up for grabs yet. I mean, Hitman 3, maybe. Or the other ones for sure. I mean, I highly doubt they're making Borderlands 4, besides. Borderlands 3 has still been very popular, the same with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Due to no society or, you know, extra perfection on it. So it all depends. But it has been a while since I haven't had any salads either, but salads are real good. For what they are, with good lettuce, tomatoes, anything else for sure. I'm gonna read the chat in a second. Hold on. Give me a little bit, guys. Hold on. Oh, outs. Nitros are not a Nitros. Okay, never mind. Nitros were not bad. A little more poorly. I have seen sadly. I picked the wrong laptop, which had Radeon graphics, so it only plays 2007 and prior games in good quality. Nothing after that. Oh, okay. I mean, I do know Final Fantasy 16 is going to do very well by next year. Trust me. You also have Lord of the Rings Gollum, Dragon Age 4. Dragon Age 4 is going to be very sweet. I think I'm almost looking into Dragon Age 4. I mean, I've only played one Dragon Age game. It became a former Game of the Year, and that was Dragon Age Inquisition, which most of us in the chat know what that game is. It's always an RPG personification. So, anybody that knows Dragon Age 4 is gonna be huge. Well, have you still thought about getting a PS5 in the future? If not this year? I mean, it comes out on November 12th. Series X and S for Xbox is coming out on the 10th. I mean, it all depends. I mean, we're going to be having a lot of good opportunities down the road for the PS5. Still the top seed. I'm up to a 70% chance again, so... Not a minus expertise afterwards, guys. That's the important thing. So it all depends. I mean, I do expect Final Fantasy 16 to do quite well to expect. Because we don't know what we're going to be expecting afterwards, so. Besides, I think the game itself is going to do quite well. I don't know if it's going to have DLC. But the graphics might be still solid. But I'm going to have a little breakfast, guys. I'm going to stop here for this morning. Guys, we'll have an hour and a half next Thursday and Friday. Like I said, I've worked 12 to 8 today, and I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow night will be at Tsushima. Tomorrow morning, baseball. If you guys had a good morning today, let me know. And if you guys want to catch more Crash 4 every Thursday and Friday, be sure to hit that red support button. I did lose 5 supporters already. You guys can hit that like button while you're at it. Got about 8 likes. Can we get 10? After the chat. We're doing the chat. Since I'm down to 1576, I will be with Zombie. He starts around 1 o'clock this afternoon. And I think I'm going to jump afterwards when I get on my first break. If there's anybody else that would have came in the chat from Zombie Gaming that does have a Twitter and a Discord app, you can do so by following me on Twitter, send me out, tweet me out, leave a comment, since we're going to be also able to start from there as good as we can and see if we can master it a little bit. You guys can do the same thing on Twitter. On Discord too. But the thing with Twitter, you can you can also follow me, say your information, first and last name, and see what we can actually do. When we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them. Tweet them out, comment, never ask for support back. And if you guys also want to vote for the idol, you can do so by voting Alan at 29. As long as we get some good people to gather around and vote. Next time or the other time around. And we'll see what happens. I will be back tomorrow morning, guys. I'm not going to be on anymore tonight, since a couple other things that are not swirling around or bringing in a couple things coming in. But tomorrow morning, guys, baseball, and tomorrow night, the Tsushima. It's every Saturday and Sunday. Baseball is 1 to 2 days a week. So other than that, guys, I want to say thank you, Pause. Have a good morning, buddy. Have a good evening where you're at. Keep up good work. Lexi, Bad Boy, thank you guys. TJ, Raz, thank you for coming in this morning, guys. Keep up good work. We will be back to an hour and a half next Thursday and Friday. So every Thursday and Fridays. But alrighty, guys, have a good morning. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for baseball. Same time, same channel. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. This is Zadie signing off. Have a good morning, and almost have a good night. Same time, same channel for baseball in the morning, and I'll see you in the next one.